Dawn, and this is Danny with Travel with D&D. We ask that if you have not subscribed, please do so. For those of you who already have, welcome back. And we are excited to tell you about our adventure, so please do give a thumbs up, and we hope that you enjoy what we're about to tell you.
Hey, so today we're talking to you about our full transit through the Panama Canal, starting out on the Pacific side and heading through to the Atlantic. Holland America does a wonderful job with that. They had the entire canal on the stateroom televisions, narrated by the cruise director, so you could even watch it back in your room. They had their famous Panama bun rolls. They opened up the bow of the ship so you could get a first class view. They had refreshments there. They gave out pins and certificates for going through the canal.
Yeah, you pretty much, when you go through the canal, they have you swim across the pool, so it's like you swam across the Panama Canal. So they gave the certificates and pins for that, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, so sit back and enjoy, and then we'll see you on the other side here.
Thank you for your time.
You can see it's a small piece of water, and then they'll fill it up. The doors open. You see the water coming right up there. Get up a little bit closer and you can see it. Right there in the right-hand corner. That's one of the doors right there. Time for a shift change. Here's the guy who worked all night.
There you get a great view of the water operation as it comes through.
Okay, we just went under that bridge. There's a gold mountain which they tricked the French into kind of a little butterfly, dragonfly, into digging, saying dig for gold. There was no gold. So that's coming up. very gates you saw closed are now being covered with water until they're submerged. This is where Noriega was held the president. Dictator. The last place he was. He lived for a little while. Not by choice.
There's a good picture of the walls that we got to touch when we were on the smaller boat on the MSC excursion that you don't get to experience on a cruise ship. But Dawn and I touched those walls. 2013.
This is Gatun Lake. Helps feed. What's amazing is that some of this waterway was way uphill in the mountains, went down, and then feeds to go higher to bring ships higher. It's very interesting that we're seeing all kinds of things go by.
Okay, so here's Gatun Lake. Get an idea just how big this is. Very big. This is one half of it. Come over here. Show you the other side now. So here's the other side. Gatun Lake. Huge. Gigantic lake. Let's go here. Look around the corner here. We left at, got here about 5 a.m. on the Pacific side. It's about 6 p.m. now. On the Atlantic side, this ship is right on top of the wall. I mean, look at that. And those cables are being pulled by that mule right there. Truly amazing. This is our final lock. Night is setting in. There's where all the employees park over there. The last boat we saw go through was the Ginga chemical tanker, and we're going to be on the other side here very soon. Some kind of big tower down there with a light. Must be a marker to let people know. Amazing. Let's get down 13. And we now have done a full transit. So we got a full now to add to our partial. Although I think our partial was a lot more than partial. And two different experiences. I mean, the small boat where you got to touch the walls and see the awesomeness all around you, and then to go through on the biggest ship, cruise ship anyway, that can go through here. I've seen it from everywhere, from the bow, from the aft, from down here. We're on the port side. So the new canal was over there, and bringing it back into the Atlantic Ocean. On our way to Cartagena, Colombia tomorrow, and then to Cartagena, Colombia, and then we'll be in Florida on Thursday. Today's Sunday. Here's the gentleman, I guess, going to help us park right here, or whatever we're doing here. See what he says. Oh, you know what? I think this guy is, he's starting his shift. Yeah, I saw this earlier in the day. He must work the night shift. And now another guy's going to hop out. So the day shift guy is going to leave this number 150 up here somewhere. Here's another gentleman right here. See if I can get him to wave to us. Hola. Yeah, he don't want to wait. Interesting thing right here. That sign says 8:30, and then the next one says 7:75. This one here says 8:80. So that might be how many feet until we're out of the canal. Kind of like on a highway. That's pretty interesting. And then this one says 16 lock. But this is how it looks at night. You can see the lights are up there. You got some other lights over here. The lights all the way down. And once again, the walls that we touched on the smaller ship. So, boy, we really got a good taste of this canal two different ways. Got to see more of the mechanics, in my opinion, up here. And more of the awesomeness from the smaller one. Maybe because we're in a bigger ship, we can see more. So this is it.
Atlantic Bridge.
So thank you everybody for joining us on this episode of the Panama Canal. It certainly was, an amazing thing, bucket list type thing to go through the entire Panama Canal. Next week, we'll be talking to you about Colombia. So we'll see you next week on next week's episode. Thank you, everybody.
Thumbs up.
Bye.